Holy shit. Okay. Has it fixed itself? No, it hasn't. It's gone. There we go. Oh, I was so happy for a second. It was so promising. Oh, anyway, guys, how are you doing? It has been a long time. What's it? Yeah, it's got to be like 2 weeks since I last put a video up now. Well, obviously, I've started the new job, and you're going to be a bit confused because I am not riding my KTM, as you can tell. Well, this clearly is not an RC390. And there is a very good, very irrational, sad, expensive story as to why I am not on my KTM. Don't worry, I didn't crash it or anything. I'd have been happier if I crashed it, to be honest. If I'd have crashed it, it would have made everything so much fucking easier. But right, oh, hang on, I've just noticed I forgot to do something. I'll just pull in here and sort something out quickly. Let's see, I love this X grip here, but I don't trust it without the thing. You know the thing, the thing. These things. Right, that's done, and we've got power again. I'll explain all this power stuff in a bit. You just about made that, buddy. We'll finish off the KTM story, shall we? Because it's a bit of an interesting one. Basically, what happened is about 3 days, yeah, 3 days after I put the video up saying I quit, when I quit my job, I went out for a ride on my day off. I went to see my granddad in Hitchin. I rode home. I was on the bike for about 10 minutes. Put it in my garden, turned it off, took the key out, went inside and sat down at my desk. And then I heard a noise. I heard my bike starting up. So I picked up my flick knife and ran outside because I was thinking, if someone wants to try and steal my bike, they're going to have to go through me. I ain't letting that shit go away easy. I'll fucking fight for that. But I got outside and all I could see was a 6-foot flame coming off of my fucking bike. The right hand side next to the fuel tank, it was just fucking... She went out in a blaze of glory. Dead. Yeah, I managed to put the fire out myself. As soon as I saw it, I threw my phone and my knife into the garden. Opened the gate, plugged the hose in, ran out there and stood there for a good 15-20 minutes putting the fire out because the fire kept coming back. I'd put it out in one place and a little bit lower it would start up again. So it took about 15-20 minutes to put the fire out. And oh, I should probably mention this. If you've got an electrical fire, don't put water on it. But at that point in time, that's all I thought. Like, right, I'll put this fire out. How do I put fire out? What puts fire out? Water. Water puts fire out. I'll plug the hose and I'll use that. No, use CO2 for fucking electrical fires. I've done fire training at every job I've had, and I know which fire extinguisher to use for which type of fire. But I didn't give a shit. My bike was on fire. I'm putting that shit out now. So, as you can see, that bike, my KTM, the bike I've had for 2 years, 17,000 miles, and I had so much fun on that bike, and I had such big plans for it as well. But she is very, very dead. That 100%, that is an insurance write-off. Even if I didn't go for the insurance, it would cost me like £7,000 or £8,000 to repair that damage because everything at the front of the bike is destroyed. It's unrepairable unless you've got infinite money. So yeah, she's dead. She's gone. I'm now in a fight with my insurance company. I can't go into full details about this subject or this part of the subject, but the insurance doesn't want to pay out because of reasons, and I think they should pay out because legally they have to fucking pay out for fire damage. But I'll leave it there. I'm in a fight with them. It's been going on 2.5 weeks now, and if you remember a while ago, I put up a video for one of my mates' YZF R125 got stolen. That took, I think it was like 3 or 4 months for him to get the insurance money from it. And considering how I told my insurance company what had happened, and they straight away turned around and went, yeah, we won't cover that. Like, yes, you fucking will, love. Yes, you will. You are covering that. I'm getting my fucking money. So that will take a long time to sort out, but it will get sorted out. And then, obviously, after that happened, I just handed my notice in at work. I was starting a new job 50 miles away, which, by the way, this is my route home. It's fucking lovely. But yeah, I'm working 50 miles away. I don't have a car. I don't have a driving license. I've only got a bike. My bike is my only mode of transport. I had to get another bike. So I was doing a lot of Auto Trader, Bike Trader, just everything on the internet. And you're right, scooter boys and girl? No? Okay, well, fuck you. Are you alright? Yeah, he's alright. He good. I was going through all the bike selling sites, and it was either too expensive, too fucked, or too far away. But luckily one of my mates, it was a friend of a friend's dad, but he buys bikes that are in very bad condition, brings them up to fucking near enough showroom condition, and sells them on. And that's where I got this. It's a Kawasaki ER-5. Why didn't I do a massive review, like reveal video type thing? It's because it's a bike. The KTM, I did a big reveal on that. That was a big lead up into getting it. It was a fantastic bike. It was a bike that I got up. When I was riding it, I always had a smile on my face. It was so good. I get off the bike, and as I'm walking away from it, I always turned round for one more look at it. I couldn't look away from that bike. Anytime I'm near it, I was looking at it. Because, like, I put up a post a few months ago on Instagram saying that was my dream bike. For 3 years, I'd been saving up, and I knew exactly what bike I was going to get, and that was it. 3 years it took me to get that. This bike, this is a necessity. It's nothing special. It's got problems, as you can tell by my shock when I had full power. I'll get into that in a second. But it's a 2001 ER-5. It's nothing special. It's a commuter bike. That's all it is. I mean, to some people, this bike will be absolutely beautiful. But for me, I look at it, I see a bike. I'm riding it. I'm riding a bike. It doesn't give me that, as James May would put it, the fizz. It doesn't give me that fizz. It's got fairly good acceleration when it wants to work. But yeah, it doesn't give me that sort of excitement that the KTM did. So that's why I'm literally just going, oh yeah, this happened to that bike, I've now got this one. I'm not doing a massive, like, artsy-fartsy dubstep music, showy, flashy reveal thing. There was way too many adjectives. I've got an adjective mad! It's alright. This bike, these bikes, the ER-5s are bulletproof. If they've been looked after, they don't even have to be looked after well, but like the 2001 model, this is used by couriers and like everyday commuters. These bikes sell at the moment for around £1,500 with 40 or 50,000 miles on the clock. I managed to get this one with 10,800 miles on the clock. I got it for 950 quid because it was a friend of a friend. I got a good deal on it. But the person that rebuilt it and sold it and everything, he'd had a bad crash, a very, very bad crash on a different bike a few months prior to this. So he'd managed to get it back into like working order, but he hadn't managed to take it out for a test ride. So I went and looked at it. It was good, it looked good. I went back after he'd got the MOT and everything, paid for it there, and then sorted out the insurance and rode it home. Now on the ride home, at first it was lovely. I had 500cc, like 47, 48 horsepower of power instantly. Power of power, really? But I'd pin the throttle and it would go and it would go. But it's got a very serious fuel starvation issue, as it turns out. If it's at very low revs for a while, it runs really rich, so it just dumps too much petrol into the carbs. So then when you give it some, it's got all the petrol, it's got more than enough petrol, so it flies. But then normally it tends to be, as I'm going into 5th gear, I get to about 7,000 RPM and it hits a wall. It feels like it's hit a rev limiter because there's not enough petrol going into the carbs for it to actually carry on. I think I've used 6th gear 4 times in a week because it just doesn't have the power to run in 6th gear at the moment. I mean, this is full throttle, 3rd gear, 4th gear. I'm getting weird little backfires from the exhaust, and these stock exhausts aren't meant to backfire. That's something else I should say. At the moment, it is bog standard. As you can tell, bog standard mirrors, this happens. I don't have a 20mm spanner. I've got up to a 19 and a 22 onwards. I don't have a 20mm spanner, so I can't tighten up my mirrors. But other than the mirrors and the fuel starvation, it's mint. He'd redone all the paintwork and everything on it, so it was absolutely spotless. But he just hadn't been able to run it on the road to find out if it had any running problems, which I completely understand. I know what happened during and after the crash, so I'm not gonna... In fact, I'm not slating him. He's done a fucking good job on this thing. This car has been sat up that bike's ass for so long, he's getting really pissed off. Or something's gone wrong. Oh, fuck, that was annoying. Yeah, a bit of a big jump there from where I was. I managed to record about 3 minutes after I turned the camera back on after speaking to that guy, and the camera ran out of battery. Not battery, it ran out of memory. So I just had to delete a load of files off of it. I transferred them all onto my computer yesterday, but I forgot to fucking delete them off the camera. So it's just taking up so much fucking memory on there. I think it's the 32 gig memory card, but because I'm doing a good nearly 100 miles a day, and I've always got the camera on, it just uses up the memory like that. I get about 2 days worth and that's it. But yeah, let's just recap over the stuff I was talking about when the camera was turned off, because that doesn't make me feel like a tit. But yeah, that guy, he wasn't getting pissed off with the car. All his electrics went, and the bike just conked out on him there and then. So he's managed to get someone to stick a trailer on their car to come and pick him up. I mean, I was there for about 10-15 minutes just chatting with the guy. Really, really nice bloke. A fucking beautiful bike as well. Just a shame that all the electrics conked out. How slow are you going, buddy? But yeah, now I really can't remember what the fuck I was talking about before all that though. But yeah, the last video you saw will be the last video you will ever see of me riding my RC390. She is dead, completely dead, and that, it hurts. I mean, if you look at the damage, you know the scene in Alien where it jumps out of the guy's body? Yeah, that's what I see when I look at that bike. It looks like fucking an alien has just ripped it apart from the inside. For the next probably 6 months, I'll just have the ER-5. I am going to do things to it. I can't remember if I said that before or after I bumped into that bloke, but yeah, there's going to be a lot of things I'm doing to it. The exhaust is too quiet, it needs a new exhaust. The mirrors are ugly, need new mirrors. I need a screen for the front because I've got no wind protection at the moment, and I've got so much stuff stuck to my helmet. Got the Bluetooth kit on one side, the camera on the other. after about 50 mile an hour, your head just starts to go. So I need some sort of wind protection. Full throttle. And it went. I managed to get full power out of first gear. But yeah, once I get my insurance money, I'll be trying to sort out a full license and save up for something bigger and better. This will be a fantastic winter hack. I mean, the power, when it works, is so linear. There's not a lot of it, but it's smooth and it's usable. And it doesn't make you want to go stupid speeds. I mean, I'm sat bolt upright on it. It's a proper sit up and beg bike, like it's a commuter. So it doesn't have that leant over trying to go fast everywhere feel. You can do it. I mean, I've got my arse on the pillion seat now, so it can be done, but it doesn't want to. It's happy, it's calm, it's broken. No, it doesn't make you want to be flying around every corner. It just makes you want to kill yourself. No, it's just a commuter. It's a mile muncher. That's what it was designed for. And it's good at it when it works. Well, I'll try not to leave it 2 weeks before the next video, but in theory, I shouldn't. In theory, I'll be able to get a video out at least twice a week, back to Mondays and Fridays. I've said it before, I've said it so many times. I'm going to put a video out every Monday and every Friday at this time. And I do it about 3 weeks and fuck it. But because I'm doing this journey twice a day, I've got so much time just on the bike riding it that it's going to be easy for me to record videos. It's really I don't have to go out of my way to record it. Obviously I will, because you will get bored of the scenery. I mean, I'm bored at the back of that fucking Volvo. God, Volvos are just boring cars, aren't they? But yeah, I should be able to record a lot more videos. I'm not sure about editing time, because at the point I get home from work, I normally only have a couple of hours before I need to be in bed, because I've got to wake up at 6 o'clock the next morning. And I know for the last 2.5 years working nights, I've managed to run on maybe 3-4 on a good day's hours sleep. But hell, if you look back at my videos from 6 months ago, I've got no energy. Whereas now I'm sleeping for at least 7 hours every night. This person is so fucking slow. But no, I'm sleeping for about 7 hours at least every night. I'm back in a normal sleeping pattern, and well, I'm eating properly, and that's helping, and I just feel so much better. It's like I said, for a year I need to get out of that old job, and fucking hell, I didn't realise how bad it had gotten until I got out of there. It fucks me up physically and mentally, and I'm just so much happier now. I mean, I've only been in this job for 5 days. I've only worked 5 days. But it's relaxed, it's nice, everyone in there is fucking brilliant, and such a nice place to work. But I'll get into all of that on a different video. Hell, I'll probably talk about that on my way to work one morning. So yes, thank you for whatever. Oh, fuck me, I can't talk. Oh, I just smashed my Adam's apple into the fucking top of my jacket. Oh, I just choked myself. I don't know why people like being choked. That fucking hurt. That is not sexy. Definitely not sexy. Anyway, I am going to stop waffling. I need to try to stop waffling. I've had so much coffee. Every time I put a cup down, someone's offering me a coffee again. So I'm just... Oh my god, caffeine doesn't normally work for me, but not being on night shifts, caffeine works. Oh my god. Anyway, shut the fuck up! Right, I'll catch you all next time. Did I record that? Yes, I did. Thank fuck for that.